Welcome to another episode of the Intrigue Dynamite Show. You should hit that subscribe button, like and share. Oh yeah! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the Intrigue Dynamite Show. Yes, I'm your host, Intrigue Dynamite. Today we're going to be kind of doing a forensic dive into Iyanla Vanzant's video in this show that she had, Fix Your Life or Fix My Life. We're going to see what type of advice she gives to men, because I found this title very interesting. It's titled, Why These Black Men Don't Date Black Women. Well, that should be a very interesting subject matter. I'm curious to hear what they have to say. Yeah. We already have a lot of black women that say, well, guys, when they make a lot of money, they avoid black women. They go to more exotic or non-black women. Well, we already know that to be inaccurate. You know, the ones who do just get a lot of airtime. So it seems like it's a lot more, it appears more ubiquitous than it actually is. But anyway, without further ado, I want to get directly into this. So let's see what she has to say. Hit it!
How about you?
I've been out with black women or approached black women, and before they even knew me, they said, how many kids you got? How many baby mamas you got? Dating outside my race, I haven't had no issues like that at all.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Coro.
Coro.
I've been practicing abstinence for 3 years. 3 years with no sex. I'm looking for someone that can respect my views on this, someone that can love me for me.
And you are?
Bo.
Bo.
Yeah, I don't date black.
Okay, now the first guy, he's like, you know, they're always asking me how many baby mamas I got. Well, we can't deny that, you know, that does happen. Let's keep going.
Black women now, because of past experiences, they like to place that strong personality on you, and sometimes you just kind of, like, you know, stand a woman's place.
So do you have any idea why you're here?
We share some of the same
Opinions.
About?
Why are black women so angry?
Was your mother angry?
Ooh, get on your mama.
She had that anger inside of her, but she made sure that she didn't pass it on to me. I see how she handles that, and she gives off that vibe that I get from women here, but when it came to me and how she approached me and taught me about women, she said, don't deal with this.
That's interesting, because as a black mother,
Yeah.
my work was to help my son understand it so that he would know how to stand in it with a black mother.
That's a bunch of bull crap. No, see that right there, that's making excuses for a woman's nonsensical behavior. Angry all the time. Stand in it with her. Hell to the no. Ain't no man about to sit there and stand in what? Stand in a raging freaking psychopaths? No, listen. When he says angry, oh, trust me, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the raving lunatic behavior. For you to sit there and even teach your son to stand in that, it begs the question, oh, come on now. Who taught you how to teach these boys? No, as a man, what I would teach them is absolutely not. Stay away from that, because it elevates. A woman that does that is looking for a response. And when she's not getting a response with that, guess what? It elevates. Then it turns physical. You don't stand in that mess. You don't stand for it. You get the hell out of there. Huh.
Why are you here?
My situation is a little bit different because I traveled a lot when I was a kid, very talented, very gifted musically. So because of that, when I came back to my neighborhood, when I was dealing with certain black women, you're different. You talk funny, you dress funny, The music you listen to is funny. I don't like being because I had flip-flops on or I had a turtleneck, I'm gay. The problem I'm having is just because you're my culture and you're black, you don't get a pass. All the women in my family, I got a side of cousins that made me feel weird about that.
How can anybody make you feel anything? You get to choose how you feel.
You don't know that when you're kids.
Iyanla Vanzant is being disingenuous right now. You know, yeah, you can make someone feel a certain way. I believe he was about to get into, the fact that you don't know that when you are a child. You don't have that luxury. It's almost like a mother telling her son, you ain't nothing, you ain't gonna never be nothing. Iyanla Vanzant will look at that and say, well, she can't have the power to make you feel unloved. You give her the power to make you, almost like when women talk to men, it's like they don't look at them like they're humans. You know, like they're, you can compare the advice that she gives to women. And now look at how she's talking to these young men. It's almost like she's dehumanizing them. Like they cannot be affected by loved ones. Do you know how much of an impression people that you look up to has on a child or has on you? It's like it hits differently when a mother says she doesn't love you than it would be if, say, a math teacher says it. This man is talking about things that existed with his family. Iyanla Vanzant here is, this is disingenuous right here. Keep going.
It's a psychological imprint.
What does that have to do with today?
Now, with a black woman, I have this in my mind before I even talk to you.
Did this woman just say, what does that have to do with today? Did she really say that? I mean, does she understand that? Okay, for instance, let's say that someone was violated. And that makes them not trust people because of the effect that it had on them a long time ago. I bet you Iyanla will understand that. If it was a woman that was violated when she was young and now she has enough, but the advice is she get, what that got to do with now? Huh? Man up, get over it. That's what it seems like she's saying.
Don't think I'm weird. And that bothered me a lot.
When I went to junior high school, I got bussed from Ocean Hill, Brownsville to Flatbush, and they spit on me and called me a nigger. They spit on me. And I was 13. And these were adults, not the children. So my point is this, that don't have nothing to do with who I am today.
That's disingenuous. If it were your mother spitting on you, see, he's talking about things that existed within his own family. You know, people that he felt a camaraderie with. This is disingenuous, this comparative suffering, you know. So this happened to me. It ain't got nothing to do with me now. This is your problem. You are trying to heal someone through your history, and you can't do that. You know, it's like someone gets hit in the head, and then you sit and tell a story about when you get hit in the head. I got hit too. You got to get over it. And this person's brain is hanging out. And you sitting there talking about, well, see me, what this got to do with you? I think it's almost like she's taking offense to these guys' stance. Is she implementing the Shaka Khan complex here? Where she feels like she's every woman? And rather than listen to these guys' individual stories, she's going to internalize it and take it to heart. Interesting.
What is your experience?
A lot of black women, they don't want to talk to me. Some of them don't want to talk to me Someone don't want to talk to me because, number one, I'm a God-fearing man. I don't believe, like right now, I'm practicing abstinence. I'm not having any sex whatsoever.
Why you ain't in the church?
I am in the church. I'm gonna tell you about the church women. If you don't have a collar, they don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna be straight up.
But
If you don't have a collar, they
do
don't
you
want to
know
talk
what
to
the
you.
collar represents, though?
What that got to do with anything? You know how much wood costs at the store, huh? What the hell does that have to do with anything? Okay. Let me hear what she has to say.
I guess it's purity or, leadership or, I don't know, a divine.
How about power?
Yeah,
How about power? That's what it represents.
okay.
But let me tell you why I've called you here today. I've invited you here because my intention is to dismantle the myth of the angry black woman. I believe it's a myth. As a black
Ho, 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 ho. Oh, Here's where the problem comes in. When you have one woman assuming the spokesperson role for all women. These guys didn't make this up. This man sat there and said, my mother was like that. And my mother told me, don't deal with this.
She had that anger inside of her, but when it came to me and how she approached me and taught me about women, she said, don't deal with this.
With a woman. Obviously, his mother knew something was wrong with what she was doing. There are angry black women. I've seen them. There are black women that have seen them. This right here is disingenuous. It seems like it's playing right into that stereotype, or what we understand today as women don't listen to men. They don't care. They don't empathize with them. Anytime they say something about what they're dealing with, it's like, no, I'm going to debunk it. It's a myth. Really? Well, you know what that does? It makes you, when it actually shows up in your face, you'll call it something else, or you'll make excuses for it. This is the generational disconnect happening. This is what happens when boomers and all of the older generation makes assertions about the young generation. I had this conversation with my mother. She didn't believe that there were black women that preferred scammers and drug dealers over a man with a 9-to-5 job. She didn't believe that. She was like, no, that's not, no. Really?
Right? What are the type of guys you prefer? Scammer, drug dealer, or 9-to-5?
Drug dealer. I want him to move that weight.
Oh, it's huge. Yes, this exists. But when you have people that make assertions and say, I'm going to debunk it because it's a myth, that's cognitive dissonance. Now you're just willfully not going to look at the evidence. But anyway, let's finish this video out.
black woman.
Yeah.
I believe it's a myth. I invited you here for a mixer tonight, just to be with some women. All kinds of women, all ages. We all have a story, we all have an experience, and we all get to choose. Tonight you get to choose how you're gonna experience these women. But I do also wanna thank you for being here. Thank you for being a demonstration, because I know there are hundreds of thousands of...
Anyway, she ain't talking about nothing now. So look, let me tell you this. Guys are not lying. They have their experiences. In their immediate vicinity, they probably are dealing with women that disproportionately behave a certain way. I do know that in certain areas of quote unquote hood, oh yes, there is a typical behavior that takes place with some of the women, There is. And some of the men. I know that neighborhood where I was in New Orleans. Yeah, my hometown. Let me tell you something. Oh, yeah. There will be kids in the park. I mean, little kids twerking. Little bitty children. And their moms were right there. They be playing, the DJ be playing all sorts of adult music. And them little bitty children be out there just twerking and bouncing and shaking. And their moms are just sitting there like, yeah, finding it cute. Now, if a man would have walked up there and told those women that what they were doing or what they were allowing was inappropriate, guess what? Those women would have ripped the proverbial woohoo into that man. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Bye. I ordered some lasagna. Yay! I'm gonna go get this food. But look, this was disingenuous. It's almost like she's nope. You guys should get over it. This is inaccurate right here. These young men are dealing with something. Rather than look at what is existing amongst some of our young women, this is where the disconnect in the generation is taking place. Because these older women, it's like they're scared of the young generation. They have this little coddled speech, this little, walk in your queendom, walk in your power. No, sometimes you have to say, what you doing is wrong. This is completely wrong. You're running off all these good men, and that's why you keep getting the same results. See, but a lot of times you can't say these hard truths to women because, out of fear that they're going to unsubscribe, that they're not going to be your buddy anymore, that they're not going to, lay down with you. But the truth of the matter is there are some young women that, they have a mouth problem. Oh yeah. Shout out to the video that brother MTR was he was interviewing this young lady, and she let it be known. Oh yeah, my mouth. Oh yeah, my mouth. She was admitting to the fact that, she's reckless with the tongue.
I'm toxic, I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
I am. I try not to be, but it just be, it get me there.
Oh, but I guess that there's no such thing as an angry black woman. So that must be happiness to Iyanla.